Hello, you guys. So I know this Raw was pre-recorded, but I tried to stay away from all the spoilers possible. So hopefully everything that happens tonight will be something I did not see. We did attend SmackDown on Friday night, which was a blast. We had a lot of fun. It was a very good episode. We got to see the return of Shinsuke, and we got to see the Naomi Nia match, which was really good. We enjoyed that one. And then B Fab was awesome when she wrestled in the women's tournament. She did really good. She impressed me a lot. So, for you guys that are joining in, we are live on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. So, join us on any of the three. Ooh, starting off strong with Miss Liv. Oh, she brought the denim shorts back. Showing off the ring, of course. Nia's just wrecking everybody. This is obviously setting us up for a match at Survivor Series. So, is that when Nia loses her belt, possibly? I could definitely see that. I was there, you guys. Saw this live. I find the addition of Candice LeRae to Nia and Tiffy's little alliance a little strange, but I feel like because Indy got released, they have to put her somewhere. SmackDown was awesome. It was such a good show. We had pretty decent seats. We kind of bought them last minute, so we were in the 200 level, but they were still very good seats. And of course, we got to see most of the big stars, so it was a really good time. I'm definitely planning our next event. I love how Liv and Raquel and Nia and Tiffany were beefing, and now they're working together. That's interesting to me. Tiffy has like she just reminds me of that commercial, itty bitty teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Like that's what her outfit reminds me of right now, for sure. No lie though, this team is pretty dominant, but the other team is stacked as well. So does anybody else think this works out in Tiffy's favor? Because if Naya or Liv go down, then she can have her choice of either one. That's okay. Queen Naya. Oh my gosh, they are killing it. All right, they got one more. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Tiffy serves. No way. She is ready for blood. Oh, shit. This is why I don't look at spoilers, you guys. It's much better to watch. I thought Rhea was going to be out until at least the new year. But her eye looks rough. Oof. I really did not think she was going to come back yet. I thought she was going to be out for a while. Got me. I heard March. I heard like Royal Rumble. So for her to be back within like what 2 to 3 weeks is insane. So since Bronson joined the new bloodline, that just solidifies that Seth's going to be part of the OG bloodline, right? I mean, that makes sense. I will say, seeing his entrance and Cody's entrance live is awesome. Like, on TV, it's awesome, but live is just even better. And what about Paul Heyman not taking Roman's call? His number was disconnected. I feel like that's because Solo smashed his phone, we saw. When he kept calling Roman, Solo smashed his phone. I feel like that's where that storyline is going. But I heard a lot of people say, like, what if Heyman's working with The Rock? And I hope not. We gotta have Heyman staying with Roman. I won't lie, like, this whole scene was awesome live. I told you guys the last time that I was on live that I better see Roman and Jay in the OG bloodline, and I did. So I was pretty happy. So they're going against each other tonight, and I already know that Bronson's little bloodline is going to interfere. I just feel like that's duh. Why would they not? Especially after Seth called Solo a wannabe Roman Reigns. So I also have a little bone to pick with WWE because Zelina Vega should have been in the women's title tournament, and she's not. And I'm pretty upset that Zelina is not in that. Like, when are we going to respect Zelina? Hey, Jasmine, you can. How do I just invite you? I'm still new to like TikTok Live, so let's see. Oh, it's not letting me invite you for some reason. It's not letting me invite you. When I click on it, it like does nothing. Is there a way you can like try to join on your end? I would love to have you join in. Well, since it's on commercial, we're going to see if we can figure it out. Thanks for the likes. I'm trying to figure it out, girl, but it ain't working. TikTok's so weird sometimes. My husband just sent me directions on how to do it, so let's see if we figure it out. It says, Jasmine, if you're still on here, it says once you find the live you want to join, click on the multi-guest request icon. See if you can find that. I just added you to something. I don't know if that worked or not. During your live, tap guest settings. I don't know if it's gonna let me because it's got a little lock on the guest thing. It might be a setting that you have to change. I don't know. We'll end it and come back. Let's see. Oh, I think I figured it out. Okay, it said I invited her. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Let's see if she gets it. All right, you guys, I invited Jasmine to join, so let's see if it worked. I'm still very disappointed Zelina was not in the women's tournament because I feel like she deserved that spot, especially with some of the people that were in it. Like, I feel like she's better than a handful of them that were in it, so she definitely deserves that spot, and I don't know why they didn't give that to her. Hopefully, they have a bigger storyline for her, but it's still a little disappointing. Honestly, BFAB impressed me because I didn't know what to expect from her because we haven't seen her in the ring. So she did impress me, but I just feel like, Blair Davenport's in it, and I don't have anything against her, but like Zelina is better than her. I just feel like on the mic and in the ring, she's really good, and for her not to get that spot is kind of like a slap in the face. I lost Jasmine. I don't know where she went, but I invited her. So if she joins in, that'll be great. I do think that Naomi will probably go far in the women's tournament, and I also think um, Chelsea Green should go far because I love Chelsea Green. We support Chelsea Green. I will say the weird thing about being at a live event is during the commercials because like everything just kind of like stops and they show like recaps of like WrestleMania or like promos for WrestleMania, that kind of stuff, and everything just kind of stops kind of like it does on TV. It's a little weird to have a live event do that. But it was definitely a good time. And the dark matches are really cool. We got there, so our gates opened at 5:15, and we got there when they opened because I wasn't really sure. And so we got to see two matches beforehand. We got to see the speed match with Dragon Lee and Andrade, and then we got to see Apollo Crews versus Vinci. So having those two matches beforehand was pretty cool. And then the dark match for us was the Judgment Day versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, and then it ended up being Carlito and Finn and JD versus Strowman, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. So it was really cool that we got to see that. I think it's nice that, it's not just a show, you get the extra matches. That's pretty cool. So I feel like that we're gonna get a Final Testament versus the White Six at Survivor Series, because we've seen them go against each other last week. We've seen the Final Testament take out the Wyatt Six, which, if that's the case, I hope we get to see more in ring from Scarlett, because I want to see her a little bit more in the ring and see what she can do. What is Chad doing? You're not supposed to be doing that, Chad. I was also glad we got to see Ray live because he's a Hall of Famer. So saying that we got to see him was pretty cool. Obviously, we're going to go to more WWE events in the future, but just saying we saw him was really cool. The Monday debut on Netflix looks wild. There's going to be so much going on. I saw like everything that they were teasing, and it's just insane. And then to have like John Cena and Roman and Cody on the same show, like that's going to be crazy. But let's hope that it's not like that Jake Paul Tyson fight to where it's like buffering every 5 seconds, because that will literally drive me bananas. I saw that Becky said that she wasn't going to let Dom shutting the door on her or whatever be the last that she has. So that definitely means she's coming back, which I'm glad for. Whoa, that was insane. See, and Zelina Vega is not in the tournament because why? Like, she can do moves like that in the ring and you're not going to put her in the tournament? Just insane. Justice for Zelina. We also got to see a 66619, which was really cool. I just feel like Zelina needs more respect. That really like made me mad when I didn't see her name on there. She's obviously good in the ring. I mean, did you see what we just saw? Look at that. Oh, it said... Did it work? Hang on, you guys. Hey!
I did it.
It worked. I don't know why it looks like that, but we're just not going to touch anything because we got you on here.
No worries. I wasn't expecting it to work right now, so let me see. I put my little tripod down.
No worries. I just clicked all kinds of buttons, so I'm glad it finally worked.
Do you see? Does it see like does it show like multiple screens?
Yeah, it shows like, I don't know, like 9 people or whatever that you can invite, so I have no idea.
How do you get out of there? Hold on. Ooh. Should I do a filter? Oh, that's so cool. Sorry, y'all. Obviously, we're like,
Obviously, we're new here.
yeah.
Yeah, so like I see like 9 people or whatever. Look, my husband is sending me all kinds of like screens and everything to try to help us out here.
Uh-oh.
Liv is stressing.
Yeah. I'm surprised they did it so soon in the episode.
I really did not think Rhea was gonna come back so soon.
Yeah. I thought this would be towards the end of the show. So that means they might come out again or we might see them again.
Yeah, and I also feel like the bloodline is definitely gonna be closer to the end of the show too.
Yeah. They should have had Bailey in place of Io.
Well, I thought at first Bailey would join. When before they showed Rhea was joining, I really thought Bailey was gonna be the next person.
Yeah.
But then when Rhea came out, I was like, oh, okay, we're already back.
Well, and because like Io and Bianca don't have good history.
I know
They were beefing for years.
yeah,
And solo.
and they still have that little like rift there. Like they didn't really forgive each other per se.
At least with Bailey, Bailey's actually trying to like get on better terms with Bianca.
Yeah, trying to mend fences, but yeah.
And Naomi acts as a buffer
Right.
for Bianca and Bailey. So I think they just wanted. We were talking about it. I think they just want Io because she can perform.
And she can. Like we know she can. She's so good.
So I'm like, maybe that's the reason. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like that whole Bailey and Bianca dynamic is really weird. Because they're just like there's just so much tension there, and I'm like, I get it, but like I don't, because now you're friends with Io.
Yeah. Well, what are they gonna do too? Like, how are they gonna get rid of that tension?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, because it's not like Bailey has anything that they want anymore.
Right.
Uh,
Well, and now she's in the title tournament, so she's after that title now.
I don't know. I think even with all of that, and even though they have like Bianca has like a super team, I think Liv's team's gonna win.
I will be interested to see what happens, because I feel like this is the perfect moment for them to do like a Tiffy tease on like who is she gonna cash in on, because both champs could be down, and they could be really like they could play with it a whole lot.
That's so true. Ugh. They always set Liv up for failure, bro.
I know.
Why do they do this? Why do they do that? I think Liv's definitely gonna be in Royal Rumble, so I feel like she has to lose it soon.
I don't know. I feel like it could go either way. Like, is she gonna be in Royal Rumble, or is she gonna like defend her title at WrestleMania and have a huge match?
That's true.
I I kind of hope that they don't like. I don't want to see the Liv Rhea thing go that long. Like, I don't want to see them go to WrestleMania. So I hope they squash that and move on soon.
It's been so disgusting on Twitter. Like I just go post a video or a photo and I leave.
Yeah, like I don't get on Twitter a whole lot because I just am like, there's a lot going on there.
It's so negative. It makes you not want to like be on there. You know, it's so negative. And I don't know if you were on there yesterday, but there's a lot that happens that was revealed.
No, I did. I actually haven't. I posted like a little bit today and replied to like just a couple people, but I haven't been on there a whole bunch.
Well, it's a good thing.
I'll stay off.
Even Kathy and
Oh, Kathy and Jackie?
they got into it again.
Yeah.
It's starting to get weird.
I think we have a comment. I think War Games might be where Tiffany does cash in. Think Tiffany turns on Nia. I still think Tiffany turns on Nia as well. Um, but I still think that they could really play with it at War Games with Liv and Nia both being on her team. Like, I feel like it's going to be one where everybody's going to be like, oh my gosh, are they really going to cash in on Liv? And then she's going to, like, switch last minute.
Yeah. Well, she can. I think it would be more satisfying if she turns on Nia because Nia was the one that was bullying her.
I agree. And I also don't think, like, if she doesn't turn on Nia, then who does Nia defend her title against?
True.
Like, there's really nobody there.
All right, so let me do this. Did you send out any other invites?
I didn't. Because I barely figured out you.
That is weird. Because it says to remove a guest, you can tap guest at the bottom during the live and remove the guest. But there's literally clear display. Hold on. Uh-oh. That wasn't it. Show display. That was that. Yeah, girl, it's not letting me. If you look at the bottom, it will say like multi-guest, and you can manage the guest. What about modify? No. What if I exit myself out? Maybe. How many times did you send it to me? Like 9 times?
No, I only sent it like twice. Oh, I changed that, but I don't know.
How do you do that?
I just went to guest and then hit like this little square thing. Yeah, so like it goes like that and then it goes like this. Maybe that's like their default screen. I don't know.
Change. I think I might have done it.
That's better.
That's better. Oh, here we go. Oh, I didn't remove it.
I think we will get Rhea versus Raquel at the next PLE after War Games, and then Rhea wins the Rumble to restart feud with Liv. I don't know. I'm like so. I think Rhea and Liv have gone so far. Like I'm done with it. And I was so into it, but it's just so long now.
It's like not fun anymore.
No, but I do think Rhea and Raquel could be really, really good if they continue to build Raquel's character. Because right now I feel like she just kind of stands there as a bodyguard. So she needs to do a little more.
They just don't want to give them anything, like anything to make them look good.
Yeah.
The new Judgment Day.
Yeah.
They don't want to do anything to make them look good.
Well, now we got Finn and Dom kind of being into it lately, and so I just don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, people are like so excited about that too. They want to see it. They want to see it crumble, you know.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like maybe it's since the Judgment Day's been going on so long, maybe it would be better if they kind of went. But I don't know. I feel like then what was the point in making this new Judgment Day if it wasn't gonna last that long?
It's true. I don't know. Oh. Okay. I kind of did something. Why are there 9 spots? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I agree. WWE's probably not. I'm responding to the comments. I don't know if you can see them on your end, but I agree. I don't think WWE's done with the whole like Liv, Raquel, Rhea thing either. I think there's gonna be a little more. Oh, that's better! Yay!
Okay. So much better. Don't judge me, but we went. Do you guys have Culver's where you're at?
Oh yeah.
Okay. My girlfriend got me the grilled cheese because I love their grilled cheese, and it comes with an apple juice. So I'm gonna drink
Really?
apple juice. Yeah.
I think we're also about to get Kaiser versus Gunther because they have had some tension lately.
Good. Poor Kaiser has been like a punching bag
Yeah.
for WWE, really.
And he's really good in the ring, so I feel like that could be a really good match. And it could honestly do a lot for Gunther's character.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm done. Are you screen recording?
So I'm on live on TikTok, but then I'm on like live on YouTube and Twitch as well. So it's like, yeah.
Oh, how'd you do that? I'm curious.
So, I'm using OBS. My husband set it all up because I know nothing about any of this stuff.
That's what I hear. OBS. I use StreamYard.
Okay, so that's similar to Streamlabs, which we've used that before too.
It wasn't good, huh? Or was it good for you?
Yeah, it didn't work bad.
Okay.
I really hope Damien takes this title from Gunther, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. He didn't have a long enough reign.
No, I agree.
He said on the streets.
He's been killing the promos lately too.
His confidence is so.
I know. But then I also feel like if Damien wins, then we could get that Finn Damien match that they were teasing way early on.
That's true. But now they might be doing Finn and Dom.
Right. Yeah, there's so many. Listen, so there is nothing against Sheamus. Full disclosure, I have nothing against Sheamus. But if he wins this title tonight, I'm going to be furious. Because what is the point in taking the title away from Jay if Braun's going to keep it for 2 freaking weeks? I'm going to be so mad.
It's kind of like Braun's story in a way, though. He came in hot and heavy, then he got it taken away.
I know, but listen, I'll die on the hill that Jay should have kept the title.
That's true, yeah. That was so sad. I was so sad that day.
I know. You and me both.
I was like, why'd they do that?
Well, everybody's like, well, he had to rejoin the bloodline. Well, he could have rejoined the bloodline with a title on his shoulder.
Yeah, that would have been even better, in my opinion. Because it would show Roman, like, haha.
Right. And he would have been the only one in the OG bloodline to have a title. So it's like, look, I did it without you. I think we could still get Finn versus Dom for #1 contender match if Damien takes the belt. That would be good. Finn versus Dom for the #1 contender if Damien has the belt. That would actually be a pretty good matchup. I just remember Finn, his quote saying like to Damien, like, I'm gonna come for you when you least expect it. So like there's still more there.
Yeah, but again, they didn't make Finn look good either.
No.
They just made them look really, really weak. Like, it's insane. Because every time Damien, like, squashed him, basically.
Yeah. Well, and same with Rhea for a little while. Like they were just squashing them, and it was like they've set up this new Judgment Day to like just kind of like cheat their way out of everything, which is fine, but like it makes them look kind of lame. And I like them. Like I like them.
They don't want you to. That's the whole point. It's like they don't want us to like them. They really don't. So they're like making them look as lame as possible. Having them lose, even with help, and like...
Yeah. But then, like, Liv wins everything, so I'm like, okay, like, are they just gonna make her break away then? Because they want you... I mean, like, I feel like they kind of want you to like her, but not like her group.
Yeah. This is the first time that I actually heard her get booed.
Yeah, I haven't heard it a lot either. Even when we were there Friday, and she appeared on, like, the screen when she attacked Bianca and Jay, like, there wasn't a whole lot of boos for her.
I wish I could figure out how to stream, because StreamYard only allows me to stream TikTok, or I'm sorry, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch.
Okay.
But not TikTok.
So TikTok is actually on my phone. So OBS is housing the Twitch and the YouTube, and then I have to have my phone separate for TikTok because TikTok And the reason why is because I have a Mac computer and TikTok doesn't have like the streaming capabilities for Mac yet.
Yeah. So you're like filming on your camera or on your computer camera?
So I'm filming, I'll show you. I'm filming my like TikTok and stuff on my laptop here.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I have my phone like for the TikTok. So,
Oh, you set it up really nice.
yeah.
Really nice. That's good.
So this is the room that I was telling you about when we did your video that we were working on. It's still not done, but it works for now.
It looks good. So I'm gonna go to your YouTube now. Is it Mandy Sports?
Mandy Nicole Sports.
Mandy Nicole.
Yeah.
We gotta do a video for your page.
Yeah. I just got it started. I don't get their decision to take the belt away from Jay. They could have done interference, but have Jimmy stop them. I agree. I think that Jay shouldn't have lost his belt, and I will die on that hill. I think eventually StreamYard will have capabilities to stream TikTok. I wish something would, because having like multiple cameras is kind of hard, but it works.
And I just feel like the my computer camera doesn't record as good, and then I have a camera, but it's not a recording camera.
Yeah.
I'd have to get like a Sony or whatever.
So I have a Logitech that I use on the computer. Yeah. It's like this
One of those.
little guy. Can you see it?
Hey, that looks nice. That's nice. All right. Well, I subscribe to you on from both my.
Thanks.
And then we gotta do a video. I was just talking to. Do you know Minnie Portable?
Yes, yes.
I was talking to her, and I went to Chat GPT and looked up like a ton of like topics we could talk about. So maybe the other ones I can send to you if the ones we don't use or whatever.
Absolutely. I use Chat GPT so much to just get ideas now. It's insane.
It's like a genius, invention for us. It's like my best friend. You don't really have to think about it. It's just, oh, do I want to do this or not? A lot of them are like history, like going back in time.
Mhm.
And stuff, so I'm like, I'm newer, so I wouldn't be good at that. But all the other stuff, like, women, reporting on women's stuff is difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially because it's still kind of male dominated in a way. I feel like.
It definitely is. I feel like there's a lot more women now, but I still feel like there's more men.
So are you staying on TikTok more than Twitter, like all the other platforms?
I am, yeah. I post on Instagram here and there. And I want to do more on like YouTube, but like TikTok is kind of my go-to just because that's where I have the most followers. And like you said, Twitter's kind of negative, so I just like don't want to do that.
Oh, what about Blue Sky? Did you join that?
I just read about that today and I was like, what is this? So I have not. Do you have it?
I got one. Everyone's joining it, so I was like, it's better to be there early than wait.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just like Twitter, but it's newer and it doesn't have Elon, so people are like feel like it's more positive and stuff.
I'll have to check it out for sure. I saw it today and I forget. I think I just randomly saw it and I was like, what is Blue Sky? And so I'll check it out for sure. I did see that WWE is cracking down on reaction videos, which is unfortunate, which is kind of why I have my earpiece in so you can't like hear it, because I was like, I don't want to get copyrighted.
Oh, are they?
Yes, so like Santini, one of his accounts got taken down, and then I don't know if you know Wheezy Blonde, like one of her accounts got taken down. Yeah, like they are really cracking down on like when they show like the actual live stream.
Oh, the live stream? I'm trying to think. Oh, was it for like the big PLEs or something?
No, it's like just in general, like when they post the videos where like they're talking like we are now, but they have like the clip of like the match. Like they've copyrighted a bunch of those, and so like their accounts got suspended and stuff.
Was it from YouTube or?
From TikTok, like on TikTok. Yeah, so that's why I was like, well, we'll just talk about it. We're not going to actually show it because I don't want my account to get suspended.
TikTok is the only one that allows you to like stream the
Yep.
here.
And now they're cracking down on that very heavily. So it's like, well, that's going to probably go away soon.
Ugh. Well, that stinks because literally my whole thing is like reaction videos. But I guess I do it in a way where I change it up just enough
Yeah,
to
I was going to say if you change it or like don't actually show the match, I think you'll probably be fine. But it's just when they're actually showing the match that they got a lot of them taken off.
yeah. It's not live too. I think that's why they want
Yeah,
because they want people to watch live here.
right. And
Yeah.
not on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think they care after the fact. It's more so like they just don't want you live streaming because then they lose money that way.
Well, absolutely, because people are going to tune into you instead of the actual program, especially when it goes to Netflix, because they're going to want to watch people like watch it through Netflix.
Yeah, that's true. That stinks though.
Yeah, it does. I know that Santini had like another like backup page or whatever, so I still see him post a lot. I don't know about Wheezy, but she's on like Twitter and YouTube and stuff too. So
Yeah, she has a pretty big YouTube following, so
she
she should be
does.
okay. But
Yeah, she does. And I actually think that like that's kind of why they are being targeted is because they have a big following. So you see their videos all the time. And so I bet people were like, oh, well, we're going to take you down.
that's crazy though, cause like you would think that they would just talk to them about it.
Well, you would think like the WWE would like want to partner with the people that have that many followers because that's just going to get your program out even more.
But that's the thing is they have like in one of the documentaries they use Wheezy's like reaction.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm confused by that. I'm like you wouldn't want to talk to them first before you got their account suspended? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, I saw Santini first, and then I think Wheezy's was just like a day or two ago, maybe. So I was like, wow.
Maybe they did tell them and they didn't listen.
I don't know.
Like, that's wild.
It is. It's crazy.
So like people who do the edits and stuff, you think that they're safe? Like
So
edit.
I think that just when they're showing like if I was to turn my camera around like right now and show like the TV that I'm looking at with the match on it, I think that's what's getting in the most trouble. Yeah.
I think it's just when they actually show the footage that is when they are cracking down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also when they're showing live footage because I do like my podcast and stuff, and I'll put like the video
Mhm.
over me talking, but it's already been pre-recorded.
It's already aired. Yeah.
Yeah, it's aired. So they don't really lose money from that because they already aired. But I don't know. I gotta be careful then.
Yeah, I think everybody just kind of has to be a little extra cautious. So like I said, that's why I'm just going to be like putting it in my ear and talking about it.
Yeah. Can you hear mine? I know my TV's on.
Yeah, no, I can't hear yours.
Okay.
It's not loud enough. So Malcolm jumped in the YouTube comments as well as TikTok. Thanks, Malcolm. Can you see the chat?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you could see it or if it was just on my end or what.
Yeah, I'm just not paying attention. It's my fault.
No, that's okay. I just didn't know. Like I said, I'm new to TikTok Live, so I didn't know if it would just show on me or if it show you too.
Yeah. Is that Key?
Oh, yep, it is.
Key! How are you, boo? Oh Lord, we have a Rhea stat in here. Back. Uh-oh.
Oh, I bet they're super happy that Rhea came back today.
Yeah, how do you feel?
Did you see her eye though? Like I don't know if it's makeup or if that's how her eye actually looks, but it was so red. Did you see it? It was rough.
I think it was makeup.
I hope so, because if not, that's rough.
It looked bad. Like when they, spoiled it last week and all those photos were coming out, I was like, whoa.
See, I try to stay completely away from any spoilers because, like, I want to watch it. Like, I don't want to see all the spoilers, so I tried to stay away as much as I could.
I get caught up. I'm like, I'll be on, like, I think I was on that same day. And it was only like 30 minutes afterwards, and someone posted it. I was like, oh my god, what the hell? So I saw it really early. When all those people went live on TikTok, I don't think they ever showed the footage people.
Key, I know there's going to be a bunch of pre-tape shows. I know like SmackDown is doing a double taping this Friday, and so I'm just going to stay away from everything and just
They were spoiling things on YouTube, like even YouTube and on TikTok.
really.
Yeah,
No, I'm going to have to just hibernate for a little while.
yeah. I'm like, I'm not a part of any fandoms anymore. I'm done. Like, I feel like I can't even be a fan anymore of like certain things or people. I'm just a fan of Jasmine, and I like what I like, and that's it. It's almost like the fandom stuff is becoming very toxic.
I think people like just I don't know, I think it just becomes like life for them.
Yeah, it's true. If you don't have nothing else going on, it can like consume you. I might need to deactivate. Maybe.
So we went to SmackDown on Friday and it was awesome.
Oh yeah.
It was so good.
Did you like it?
I did, yep. So we got like last minute seats because we decided to go like, I don't know, like a week and a half before the actual event. But they were still really good. Next time, obviously, I want to be closer if possible. But it was really, really good. And we got to see like Roman and Jay and Bianca. And so it was just really, it was awesome.
That was a good show. Was that pre-taped as well, or
No. It was live, yeah.
not pre-taped, but was it like a double taping or
It
something?
wasn't. I wish it was, but no, we only got one. But we had this little boy in front of us, and he was probably, I don't know, like 9 years old, and he was cracking me up the entire show because he was just so into it.
Were you on the floor or in the stand?
So we were in the stands. We were in like the lower 200 level.
Okay. I get uncomfortable. Like I'm not gonna lie, I get so uncomfortable in those seats after a while.
These are actually not bad because they were like the padded chairs, so they weren't terrible. Yeah.
Okay. We have like at the stadium, our stadium, it's not padded. It's not padded, and it feels like you're very tight next to the
Oh,
next person.
yeah, I don't like that either. We went to a football game here once, and like their bleachers are like legit metal bleachers, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, next time bring a seating pad thing. I don't know, or I'm just gonna go to the floor. The floor usually has more room, but if you're kind of like a few rows back, you won't have a good view.
Yeah.
There's not enough elevation.
So Malcolm, I'm actually going to Vegas. Me and my husband are going to Vegas during the week of WrestleMania, but you're right, tickets are very expensive. So I'm hoping maybe like last minute we can get something but tickets are way expensive. I'm telling you, I'm about to be so mad if Sheamus wins this title. Not because I don't like Sheamus, but just because like why take it away from Jay if you're going to give it to somebody else in 2 weeks?
They're just playing around with that thing at this point.
They're just making me mad at this point.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get it. Ooh.
I feel like that would be kind of rushed. Like they just started beefing last week.
Yeah. I know Sheamus has been on like they've been showing Sheamus a lot.
I know.
I haven't been interested in his matches though because I don't follow his story really. But like he's due for something. But
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Not his.
Yeah, I think he's due for something, but I don't know. I'm just not gonna be happy.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. That always looks like it hurts so bad.
I know. And did you see Zelina's move earlier? Like when she jumped on Chad Gable's shoulders and like flipped him off. I was like, dang, girl.
I missed it. But she does like she's a fly like she does those little flying stunts.
And I can't believe that she's not in the tournament for the United States Women's Championship. Like, I just don't understand.
So apparently, I had a lot of rude male fans tell me that it's only for SmackDown at this time.
Well, that might make a little bit of sense because I think most of them are SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From SmackDown.
But still, come on now.
I know.
Zelina deserves some respect.
A lot of the Raw ladies could have been nice, like Lyra.
Yeah.
Sonya, her team.
Even like Io and Kairi Sane in them too.
But it's only a SmackDown title. They think that Raw will get one soon, so that's kind of
Okay. Oh, Malcolm just said he thinks that they'll have a women's intercontinental championship soon. That could be. That would make sense.
Oh my god.
I'm just glad that the women's division is getting these titles and stuff because I remember watching like Total Divas when the women like were backstage at WrestleMania and were supposed to have one match on the card and then the time went on and they didn't have anything. So just for the fact that they're getting titles and chances is awesome.
Yeah. I wish they had just a women's division so I could just watch the girls. I like the guys too, but I don't know. The women just like are more fun.
I just feel like the women's roster is so deep right now. Like there's so many talented females on it. And there are males too, but they're like it's always been that way with males. So now like seeing all these women is just awesome.
It makes me feel included. Like it makes me feel involved when there's women.
Braun's face gets so red when he's performing.
Girl, I thought he was about to lose.
I'm telling you, I just have a feeling.
Really? No, I think Sheamus gonna win. Or I think he's gonna win. What's his name? Braun. There's too many Brauns.
I know you got Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed.
Literally. My girlfriend just said, Sheamus stiff. I'm like, well, he's old. He's not old, but you know, he's a big dude.
He is.
Ooh,
But he is kind of entertaining.
he is. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm gonna eat.
I don't care. When you're hungry, you gotta eat, girl.
It's one of the reasons why I kind of stopped doing the lives like super professional and stuff. 'Cause I'm like, I'm hungry
Right?
all day, and I usually eat during the show. Oh boy, he ruined it. Why is he interfering?
Why does Kaiser have beef with everybody?
Honestly, with all the work he's been putting in, he probably just deserve it more. He's the punching bag. He just does whatever they ask.
I know. A Braun Kaiser match would be awesome, actually.
Yeah.
It would make more sense than Sheamus winning right away. Of course, Sheamus and Kaiser have always had a little bit of beef, so maybe they'll make it like a three-way match.
That'd be cool. It would be such a big accomplishment for him to win.
Yeah. I just love how serious he is on like the actual show, but then have you watched any of like Tiffy's Snapchat or not Snapchats, Tiffy's videos on TikTok with him in them?
Yeah.
Because he's so unserious when it comes to her.
I feel like he seems more normal with her. Like, nah, everybody's mad. Everybody's mad. Ooh, Seth. You saw Becky?
I can't wait for her to return. Yeah, she did.
Come on, Jay.
Tell him, Jay.
They're definitely getting sacked because Bronson is on
Right. I feel like Friday when we saw Bronson joining the other one, it just solidified that Seth's going to join them,
That's
which
wild.
makes my little shield heart happy.
Yes. Uh-oh, what was that?
The way Jay speaks to anybody, he could just convince anybody, I swear. He'd be putting so much passion into it.
Everyone just loves Jay too. Or are you talking about Sammy?
No, I'm talking about Jay.
You see how there's continuity here? There's continuity in the men's, but not the women's.
Right.
It's so lame.
He's so mad at Roman.
Of course.
I mean, I get it, but also I want my little shield people back together.
That's true. Mm. Who is that? Damien? Seth? Oh, Judgment Day.
Jimmy's so unserious. He said no yeet.
I wonder if Jimmy will ever have like a thing like Jay had.
I feel like he was supposed to and then he got hurt, so I think that took that away. So I've seen like a lot of theories that like what if Jimmy turns on them or whatever so he can have his solo, but I don't know.
That's my boyfriend, Dominic. No, I just think Dominic's attractive now. He is more attractive. He's attractive. Dominic's attractive.
I That mustache kills it. I can't.
I think it's just he looks more manly now, and I think I like that.
I do think he doesn't look like a little kid anymore. Like he looked like a little kid for the longest time. So I'll give you that.
He looks more like a man, and he's dressing better. He dresses better. His hair is better, and he acts more manly. Yeah, I like masculine men. I don't know. I like when they act protective instead of like a baby.
I do think like the best decision they ever made was breaking him away from Ray. Because I feel like if he stayed with Ray, he would have been like under his shadow a lot and he would have never had the development that he had.
Yeah, I wonder if it was done purposely so he could have like a little heel moment, but they just didn't expect him to be such a huge heel because of it.
Yeah, well, and I love the fact that he's like pretty much turned into like mini Eddie Guerrero. Like his whole look and everything is like copy paste Eddie, and I love that.
Yeah, I don't know. His swagger is a lot more appealing, and I don't know. I feel like he gets booed, but maybe not as bad as before. He used to get booed really bad.
I feel like his development really took off with the Judgment Day, and then like now with Liv, it's taken off even more. So people are like they have like a love hate relationship with him. Like they love to see him but hate him at the same time.
Gladiator.
Jake and Mike Tyson, yeah. We watched it. We actually when we went to SmackDown on Friday, we stayed in the hotel like right across the street. So we got back in time to watch the fight as well. So we watched it too. It kind of made me sad. Like I don't know, like I I don't know what I expected really, but like I saw like Mike Tyson moving slow in the ring and stuff, and it just kind of made me sad, like because he was so dominant before, and I was like, yeah, he really is getting older. Like,
That, but a lot of people think it's fixed because 2 days before he posted a video of him moving very quickly,
yeah,
and he was practicing like, for hours, hours. So people are like, he definitely like they feel like it was a fake fight, but
it wouldn't surprise me. I feel like with Jake Paul, you kind of never know if it's real or not.
they do everything for publicity and views and viralism.
Yeah. And I don't want to take anything away from Jake because he's obviously training really well. He's obviously serious about it. But I still feel like I don't know if it's ever real or not.
Yeah.
Because they both get paid bank to even do it, so.
They're literally famous and rich for being hated. So they could do anything,
So true.
just anything, and people will pay just because they want to see them fail or they want to see them get hurt. That's horrible.
My husband said Mike Tyson was in it for the $20 million payday. I mean, I would be too. I would take a punch from Jake Paul to have $20 million. That's fine.
There are people that like slow down parts of it who are like boxers, and they're like, right here he could have hit him and he held back. Right here he could have
Mm-hmm.
hit him, he held back. I'm like, wow, like maybe they're telling the truth. I don't know.
Right.
Like, saying
I
something.
will say this may be a hot take, but I will say I think Logan Paul is actually pretty impressive in the ring.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he is. I think they're hilarious. I don't think that they're always right. I don't think that they're
No,
always good, but they're entertainment, and that's why they do so. That's why they're so successful.
agreed. And some of the moves that Logan does in the ring, I'm like, what the hell? Like, professionals can't even do that.
He's athletic. They're both very athletic.
Yes. I hope Netflix is better for Raw too because mine was buffering like crazy. Was yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Even my mom, she doesn't watch this stuff, but she heard Mike Tyson, and that was all it took for like so many people to like tune. It was like 64
It
million
was
views.
insane.
That's wild. That just shows you how much clout that man has.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just drop a name and people are going to tune in.
Crazy. Yeah, I think it was fixed though.
It would not surprise me at all. Have you seen the previews for this first episode on Netflix? It's insane. Like, they're advertising John Cena, The Rock, Roman, like so many big names. It's crazy.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I hate that they're doing everything not in Florida. Like, I was like, damn. They'll be here next month for SmackDown, I think.
Yeah.
We had Royal Rumble here last year.
I looked
So
at tickets for Royal Rumble because it's in Indianapolis, and they're pretty expensive. Not as expensive as WrestleMania, though.
yeah, it's always up north. I wouldn't mind going somewhere like. I mean, we should have went to Georgia, but we didn't plan good enough. And but yeah, like somewhere close that we can go
Well,
visit.
you know, just hop on a flight, meet us out in Vegas. We'll hang out, go to WrestleMania.
I am worried to fly, so that's part of the problem. But look at Dakota.
I'm so glad she came back. It really I wish they would do a pay per view or something in New Zealand, but I know they probably won't. I mean, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if they did because they're literally expanding their like out of the United States pay per views a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I really hope she doesn't get injured again because I feel like she could really use a good run.
It's so crazy because she's so agile. Look, that looks like it, don't it? People are being mean and
That has to be makeup on her eye. Like, if it looks that bad, I'm concerned.
no, I doubt it. I feel like if anything, it would be more purplish,
Yeah.
red. I think they made it red so that you could see it better, like you know. But it looked. They should have added more like more darkness, contrast to it or something.
That match honestly is going to be very good. There's some heavy hitters in that match.
Yeah, Naya actually beat Bianca last time, right at Saudi.
Yeah.
Duh. But they used the whole like knee angle. Remember, like her knee was hurting or something.
Yes. Also, I feel like the men's tag teams, like I don't know, I feel like they need a little more depth. I feel like they've been lacking a little bit because like Finn and JD have barely even fought for their belts at all since they've gotten them.
That's so true.
I know, like they haven't fought at all, and so I'm like, where is the men's tag teams? Let's get some matches or something going.
They're just like not good at doing multiple storylines at once. I plugged my phone in.
I don't even know what mine's at. I feel like if I exit out, it's gonna like go away. Those new Liv Dom shirts though are pretty cool. I won't lie.
Did you get yours?
No, I didn't get one, but they're pretty cool. I'm still debating. Like, I really want to order the new Bloodline shirts with like the little yeet in it.
Yeah.
But those are pretty cool.
I ordered mine, but I still haven't got it yet. I ordered the Liv Dom shirt. I wonder if they ran out.
They could have, because everybody was talking about them. Which I do think they were pretty. I mean, that was like a really good design that they got.
I wonder if it was like the top shirt.
Did you see like Jey Uso like outsold pretty much everybody combined? It was insane.
Yeah, he just has the best, I guess, setup.
He's so over right now. It's insane. Like people love him.
And he's not even a champ anymore.
No, and he really wasn't a champ for that long.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it. We'll go with Morgan.
I do feel like Dom, like people don't give him credit, but he literally fights every single night. Like I swear, I've not like ever since he's been with the Judgment Day, he's been like the guy to have a match every night.
Are they saying Dom, you suck?
Probably. That's usually a typical chant.
Alright, let me see.
So we did get to see Friday night. It wasn't on the TV, but we got to see Finn and JD and Carlito fight after the show went off air. Finn and JD and Carlito, we got to see after the show went off air. They fought Ray and Dragon Lee and Braun Strowman.
sure it will get here. I'm like, you reminded me of it. That was like a minute ago. You heard him? Ew. Transaction ID. I did it through PayPal this time, so I'm like,
Did you?
yeah, I don't see it. Like I got my confirmation from PayPal, but I didn't.
I know I looked at ordering. I was gonna order a new Jey Uso shirt before we went, but like it was like it won't be here for 2 weeks. So I was like, well, yeah, that's gonna be past the time we go.
It's still processing. I ordered it on the 11th. That's a week ago.
They must have been super popular, which everybody was talking about them. So I'm sure they were.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's weird. It doesn't even tell me like an estimate.
No,
No. And I ordered a medium, so it's not like I ordered a crazy size.
right.
This order contains items that will take a while to ship. Your last item will ship no later than 12/6.
Wow, that's crazy.
December 6th? Oh no, I didn't even notice that. That sucks.
That's like 3 weeks.
Just for it to ship.
Yeah.
That's wild. Alright, well, good thing I looked. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, I have 34.
My dog is like grumbling in the corner. I don't know if anybody heard that, but my dog is like grumbling in the corner down here. I don't know if anybody heard that, but
No, I didn't hear it.
she's. Oh, hang on. There we go.
Oh, finished.
She sits in here with me. She usually sleeps under the table, but I guess tonight she wants the rug.
Once it goes back to doing the 3 hour, I'm definitely not doing live streaming for it.
Well, I'm hoping that maybe when they go to Netflix, they won't have as many commercials because I feel like they've had so many commercials lately.
Yeah, that's true.
So hopefully they like will cut those down when they go to Netflix.
So odd. Netflix. I feel like it's a downgrade because I feel like Netflix is like, I don't know. I don't use Netflix that much anymore, but I guess people still do.
I don't use it a lot anymore, but I feel like because there's not like a lot that I haven't seen, like you binge watch stuff on Netflix. So like if there's stuff weekly, then maybe you'll use it more.
Yeah. I didn't know that they even did live stuff.
Well, I know they did like the live like Love is Blind reunions. I always saw people say like they're doing lives of those, but like I didn't know they did like live shows. So I guess it'll be it'll be kind of cool to see how they handle it.
Yeah. Why are they doing this again?
My dog is stuck under my blanket.
Aw.
I don't know what she's doing. Dom is getting smashed. Best mullet, best mustache. That sign's hilarious.
What was the sign?
It said best mullet, best mustache.
Oh yeah. His hair looks good now. I don't know.
So I listened to him on Impulsive, and he said he washes it like they were like, "What's the secret to your hair?" And he's like, "I wash it every day." Like it was such a basic answer that I had to laugh.
Hey, some people can't wash their hair. I cannot wash my hair every day. It would be so dry. Oh, look at that. They have Liv's shirt on there.
I
Water wins.
I want that pink Yeet shirt, but now he's wearing red, so I'm like, do I just get the red one? Do we get both? I don't know.
I know. I want the pink one. Nah, Carlito dropped the apple. Dang. Dom, oh my gosh. Dom is getting destroyed out there.
He is like not even a shot right now.
They have like drastically changed Carlito's character.
Yeah.
God. He used to be strong.
He used to be strong, and now it's like he's kind of like the, I don't know, like the joke of the group.
Yeah. Very goofy.
Which is like it's okay because he's always been like that kind of unserious, but he's always still been like a dominant like person in general. Now it's just like he's an unserious jokester, and I don't know. I don't love it.
Oh my gosh. Poor Dom.
Finn's definitely not going to be happy with that loss.
No. There they go. They went from like being a team that won and then still beat you up after to a team that loses and still beats you up. Or, you know.
Yeah.
It's like they won't let him win. Oof.
So we know Damien's going to come out, right?
He does that.
I feel like they like make them out to look so dominant, but then they don't fight for their titles.
Uh-oh. Wyatt. Oh my gosh.
I have to say, like, Bo Dallas is killing this role as Uncle Howdy.
Yeah. Who's the main event then?
It's probably gonna be Seth and Bronson. The little thing of Nikki Cross always reminds me of like the Grudge Girl, or like the Ring Girl.
Yeah, she does.
Yes.
That's the ring. That's her name. I didn't know she had a name, but I guess she does.
I just feel like she should like crawl out of a well or something. I didn't realize that this was this Friday.
What is it?
The Gladiator 2?
Oh.
I didn't realize it was coming out this soon. I didn't see Gladiator 1, but
Yeah, I don't watch it. I don't like their mashed potatoes from here. Have you had Culver's mashed potatoes?
I have not. I don't actually eat there a lot. Which is like, cause I'm in Wisconsin, so that's like the worst thing you could probably say besides the Packers suck. Because they love Culver's here.
Well, Culver's and mashed potatoes, they need some gravy. Gotta work on that gravy. Popeyes or like, yeah, Popeyes mashed potatoes and gravy is, you know.
Yeah, Popeyes is good.
My little bunny's here.
Oh my gosh, you have a bunny?
Yeah.
How cute.
He probably wants a TREAT.
Yeah, my dog is the same way. She'll stand in the kitchen and she knows exactly what cabinet they're in and she'll just stand there and look at them. And then look at you like, hello.
Yeah, gets it going. Oh boy. I'm not looking forward to the 3 hours. I liked the 2 hours. It's like to me.
So, like, the first episode of the 2 hours, I felt they were still, like, trying to get in transition because it was super, super rushed. But then after that, it's been, like, real seamless. So I kind of enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
And then I've seen on Twitter, like, the rumor is that they're both going to be 3 hours. And I don't know if that's true or not. But I'm like, wow, that's, like, a lot of TV time.
Once they move over to Netflix, I think they're both going to 3. But yeah. I don't know.
That's going to be crazy. But I feel like maybe that will help. I feel like maybe that will help more people get like spotlight. I'm hoping at least.
Well, the thing is, they usually like fill it up with filler background scenes,
Yeah.
which I like too. I do like that the story. I'm missing that a little bit, but I don't know what it is. I feel like they just suck at doing multiple stories at one time. Like they can only really do like 2 or 3 big stories.
Yeah.
And it's sad because they have so much talent, and that talent's not getting involved in anything. Or if they get involved, it's not to a good enough depth. Like we had, like that's why we're having like Bianca and Io on the same team. It like makes no sense, you know, with no beef. Lyra.
I like her a lot.
Like she grew on me too.
Yeah, I hope we see a lot more of her. Oh, hi everybody on YouTube. Thanks for joining. I feel like maybe when Becky comes back, they'll have a little bit of something because we saw them kind of be friends before Becky left. So I'm wondering if they'll pick that back up.
Oh, Becky's gonna come back pissed. I feel like she's gonna be mad when she comes back. Oh, but not at Lyra. She's gonna be mad at Dom.
Everybody else, pretty much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Liv and Becky for the title.
That might happen because.
And I love this group. They're they're just a bunch of like random people and they work so well.
So many tag teams.
I'm gonna be so disappointed to see them break up, but I feel like that's definitely what's gonna happen.
It's between them and like the Pride, the Montez and Angelo. I mean, can both of them really separate?
I don't.
I mean,
I
different
really want to
brands.
see Montez as a solo, but I'm afraid that if they break them up, he won't get the spotlight because there's so many storylines already.
Yep. It might be dangerous for him to.
I know, and that's what I'm worried about. Because I definitely think he could perform solo. He's excellent, but I just feel like he might get lost because there's so many storylines already established.
Yeah. Angelo even more so.
Yes,
I feel like he kind of gets overshadowed
absolutely.
by Montez, but he's bigger than Montez, so he
He
can
is.
go up against a Bronson Reed or somebody big, you know, like a even the other Braun,
All the bronze.
all the Brons. He's big. When I look at Montez, he can go against like maybe he can go against Seth or somebody like you know,
Yeah.
but Seth ain't got nothing going really. They could just have like a match or something to go into something else.
He could become another Ricochet, all the potential, but they don't do anything with him. I do think that he could become another Ricochet if he goes solo, which is why I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah.
Because Ricochet had all the potential, and then they never really developed a storyline with him, which is why he pretty much left.
Ricochet just got so impatient. I feel like
Hmm.
if he didn't leave, he would be where Carmelo is right now.
Yeah,
I feel like that was supposed to be his spot, but since he left, Carmelo took that
took
spot
it.
to
Yeah,
shine.
which good for Carmelo because I love
Yeah,
Carmelo. I think he's really good.
yeah. He has that confidence. He's a performer, like a true performer, you know, not
Yeah,
just a wrestler. He's hilarious, and his confidence when he talks is what captures people. I don't know. He just has also like a really cool vibe.
yeah.
He created like this like a whole character.
I think this is the most neutral outfit Seth Rollins has ever worn.
He looks good.
He wears wild stuff, but I love it.
It has to be cold where they are.
I really kind of hope Seth feuds with CM Punk because we got teased that in the beginning and then we never saw that, and so I want to see that. Well, that didn't take long. That didn't take long at all.
They're like, nah, we're not gonna wait. They know we're coming.
You're fine. I was watching too.
Towards the end of the live, you just be like,
Sometimes I get like, what? Just end it. I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta talk. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's okay to have moments too where you're just like, why?
Yeah. I feel like Roman has to be here because Solo hasn't come out yet. So we have to see Solo and then Roman, right?
Maybe. I didn't see. I don't remember any spoilers from. I don't remember if I saw Roman spoilers.
Yeah, like I said, I tried to get off super quick, so I didn't see any spoilers, so.
Yeah.
But I did see like they signed some more of like the cousins or whatever. Um so like Zilla and Jonathan, I think his name was. I don't know. They're like two other cousins. I'm like, dang, like this bloodline's running real deep.
Oh my gosh, this commercial's so old. Like this commercial has been going on since I was like a teenager. I think.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. It's like the most old.
I also did you see like Tiffany's outfit earlier?
I told my girl, I was like, she's never wearing no clothes.
She was wearing like that yellow and white little polka dot thing, and I was like, that reminds me of like the commercial, that itty bitty teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
Yes, it does.
I was like, that's perfect. Siri was talking in my ear. I wasn't talking to you.
You're going to sleep. It's not over yet. She's like, my eyes are just closed.
I understand. When it was like 3 hours, I had a hard time making it till 10 o'clock too. I was like, look, the baby's asleep. I gotta go get some sleep. Like,
I have so much to do after this, girl.
oh, really? I'm gonna get PJs on and probably go to bed.
Really?
Yeah.
Lucky. It's usually not like this, but I started working at. Do you know BetterHelp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a therapist, so I started working there.
Oh, awesome.
But it's my second week, and I'm getting like a ton of like people coming in. So I'm
Oh,
like
yeah.
learning the ropes of like how their platform works and stuff. So, but yeah,
I feel like the first couple weeks can always be overwhelming at a new place, no matter what it is.
no matter what, it does not matter, and it's more so learning the routine, right?
Yeah. Just how everything goes.
Yeah. This feud, although it's good, it was just so random.
Yeah.
When they first started it, I was like,
I know. I was like, where did that come from? But now it kind of makes sense.
yeah, now it works out. Oh my gosh, he sat on him. I know they're tired. I know he's tired. Gotta be.
35% off WWE shop. Maybe I should go order my shirt.
Ain't gonna get here until December.
Probably. I don't get here in time for WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. I did receive one shirt pretty quickly, but every other shirt, now that I think about it, did take some time. I don't know why.
I feel like with the holidays, that's only going to get worse because people are ordering all kinds of stuff.
Maybe it's the holiday, yeah. I've been noticing, this is so weird to say, but I've been noticing that a lot of the wrestlers have like skin conditions or like, or, like warts.
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
I've seen it. I'm like, is it because of the skin to skin contact?
Maybe.
Ugh, gross. I know they can't control it, but that must suck. They can only remove the mat so many times, I feel like.
I know. Like, I feel like by the end of the night, imagine how sweaty that thing is.
Ugh. Even the ropes. Ugh. Yuck. Wait, where did the bloodline them go? Did they go behind stage or something?
Yeah, they pretty much ran him out of the ring and went fighting in the stand somewhere. Which I feel like I still feel like we're going to see Solo and then we're going to see Roman. Because why would the bloodline be there without Solo?
About 10 minutes. I always look at the time and see.
I know I was so mad. Like, I was sitting here waiting last week when the women's tag team was. I was sitting here waiting and it was like 10 minutes left. And I was like, we're really only going to get 10 minutes of these people? Like, come on.
They received a lot of criticism, I think, like over the past 2 weeks about how the major brands like Raw and SmackDown, they don't um they don't like honor the women's division as much as the NXT does.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden last week they were like, "Oh, we honor the women." Like they like randomly were talking about that. I'm like, "Yeah, y'all definitely saw the
I
criticism."
will say NXT has been freaking awesome lately. Like their booking lately has been so good. Like that was one that I used to like watch here and there and not like consistently. And for a little while now I've been watching it consistently cuz it's been so good.
Yeah, it's like phenomenal for the women, and they have good stories, so it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Good
It's
stories.
very story heavy too.
Yeah. Yeah, what Shawn Michaels is doing over there is great. He can continue.
Yeah, he loves women. That looked weird.
Perez is coming soon to the main roster. I do think Roxanne Perez will come to the main roster.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just. I mean, what else is there left for her in NXT? Honestly,
I got to see her on
did
Saturday.
you?
Her and Cora.
I really like her.
Yeah, she's really good. I never thought I could see her as a heel. I think that's why they put
I
her.
know. When she first turned heel, I was like, this isn't gonna work. Like, she's too cute. Like, this is not gonna work. But it has paid off tremendously.
It took some time.
It
But
did.
yeah, I mean, we were so used to seeing her as so sweet.
Yeah.
It took a lot of time.
I also think Trick Williams will probably come up soon.
And now that you're like mentioned, we were talking about social media and stuff. When I look around and I see these like when I see the more popular like content creators,
Hmm.
a lot of them got majority of their fan base or whatever followers through TikTok.
Yeah.
So I think TikTok's the more it's easier to grow and to get your stuff out there, you know?
Well, TikTok is like the first place that I ever saw like Wrestle Talk. Like I
Yes.
never saw it anywhere else, and then I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, "What? Like this is a thing?"
Yeah. I saw like my first like match videos or whatever on there. I
Hmm.
was like, whoa, they're doing this?
Yeah.
And it was the women. I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. Not a lot of people
Yeah. I like her as a heel, if I'm being honest. Like, I think it is a different dynamic for her character, and I really like it.
Yeah,
I think it's developed her a lot.
I know. Sometimes I wish they weren't a heel so I could interact with them
I know.
on shows. Like, damn it.
I was listening to Liv Morgan on Impulsive too, and she was talking about how like it's hard for her like outside of the ring to be a heel because she wants to like talk to fans and be nice to them, and she's like, oh wait, I'm a heel.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, like that's gotta be hard.
Yeah. I guess it's only when it's like you're being filmed, you know? Like,
Right.
I'm sure if it was more private, they'd do it or whatever. But
Yeah.
I guess when they're coming into a stadium or an event, they have to get into that heel character.
Right. Well, and just like every interview or whatever you do, you have to be that character. So it's like you have to like put on. I don't know. It's acting basically. Like as soon as the camera turns on, you're that person.
Yeah. For them, it just like it feels like it doesn't stop though, and
Yeah.
constantly acting kind of sucks for them. Ah, that's funny.
I'm impressed with Seth Rollins with his all of his knee surgeries and stuff and back and whatever. He still performs like crazy.
Yeah, he's like living proof that you can still wrestle
Yeah.
and wrestle hard and make it look like you're the strongest, most dominant. He had the craziest reign.
Well, I mean, at WrestleMania alone, he had like what a torn meniscus or ACL or both or whatever, and was still out there at every match pretty much.
Yeah, I'll never forget his fight or his match with Shinsuke. That was the most
That was crazy.
all out thing.
We got to see him return on Friday night.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn! How long is it? We got 4 minutes. Oof. His elbow was in. Damn, I know that hurt.
You know some of these moves that they do, they're like, oh, that just hurt.
Yeah, they definitely mess up.
And that's like why I crack up when like people say, it's like fake or whatever. I'm like, it might be scripted, but like my butt's not getting out in that ring doing this stuff. I would be dead.
Damn, Seth.
I feel like Bronson's hair is wild after matches.
Oh no. It has to be ending up here soon. Yeah, I guess we're not gonna get that. I guess we're not gonna get them coming out. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, dang. Wow. What did he do to his face?
There's 2 minutes left. Something major's got to happen.
Oh. I wonder if they're gonna get disqualified or something happen here.
Ooh, he looks like he like got elbowed in the eye or something.
That's what I said. I was like, what was that?
Yeah.
He is the best theme, man.
I know. I love it.
It's just easy to sing
Probably.
Yeah. Anytime they don't show.
I know. You know there's something going on.
No. Oh, Seth. Oh shit.
I told you Solo was going to show his ass up.
Oh no. Oh. He bullied him. He bullied him.
Solo always got to pop in where he ain't belong.
Ew, poor Seth.
With them O.J. Simpson gloves on. So he's definitely joining the OG bloodline. Like,
Yeah, definitely has to. They'll probably like discuss it more on SmackDown, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. World Wrestling Entertainment trademark and copyright 2024, all rights reserved. It's making me feel like they just don't want us to live stream anymore. It really feels like that. I feel like people will stop eventually.
I feel like if it continues, they might.
Yeah, because it's like, how are you gonna talk? Like, what else can you do about it? Maybe just do podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So we definitely feel like Seth's joining the OG bloodline now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
All right, boo.
thanks for joining.
It was fun.
Yeah, we'll do it some more.
Yeah, and it was nice to see you. I just haven't seen you.
I know. I know.
Okay, girl. Well,
All
I'll
right.
talk to you through here.
Yeah, absolutely. And if nobody is following her, go follow her. She's awesome, fantastic. Love her.
Yes, and I will. Maybe I'll host one too.
Perfect. Yeah. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.